Hello Leo, my name is Alison and you are with Healing Dove Tarot. Today we're going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you for the week beginning the 12th of August until the 18th. Before we get started, small channel update. I am now doing weekly love readings every week that will be updated and uploaded on a Sunday in Australia. So I think that'll be Saturday for my friends in the States, just as you wake up Sunday morning. I recently ran a competition and I asked everyone in the competition how frequently you would like to hear from me, and the main one was weekly love. So yay, we're going to do that now. Now, Leo, before we get into your reading as well, I just wanted to let you know we just recently had a supermoon, partial lunar eclipse supermoon in the sign of Leo on the 11th of August. Now I'm telling you this because it's quite a potent supermoon, okay? This is all about teaching us to be kind to ourselves, about the negative self-talk, about learning to have confidence without relying on the validation of others. And I feel like sometimes you as a sign are incredibly loving, right? And giving, very loyal, fiercely about family and that kind of connection. But sometimes I feel like that gets lost because you are lacking in confidence, which is odd because you are the sign of Leo, the sign of the lion, right? Like, hear me roar, and definitely don't want to be on your bad side when you get angry. But the flip side of that, with all that love and compassion, is that you can be quite sensitive and sometimes very critical, very self-critical. Okay, so this is the moment, if you're wanting to make a change in your life, to manifest something new, to actually put pen to paper. New moons are all about starting afresh, and looking at things with a different light. Okay. The other thing I will say to you is I am just the messenger, so I'm going to give you this reading as I see it, and I'll be honest, there's some challenging energies around you, okay? But it's always about what you choose to do with those energies that matters. All right, so let's get started. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords, okay? So the Two of Swords speaks about needing to make a decision, having two choices. I just want to have a look at the other cards that are around it. The Two of Swords for me is exactly as I said, needing to make a decision, having two choices, and it's two choices in love, okay? And the reason why I say that is because straight up, you have the Seven of Cups coupled with the Page of Swords. Now, for my single Leos out there, if you are single and dating, this is showing me that you have many options, okay? Many emotional connections and options. You could be chatting to quite a lot of people, and you know, you're trying to narrow it down to one and find who it is that you're really interested in. The Page of Swords speaks about clarity, but also getting messages. See, he's actually even drawn here with little envelopes. You remember back in the day when we used to send letters? I miss those days. Now, Leo, you could be in the situation where you're just communicating with a lot of people online, okay? Online dating, a lot of people online, a lot of people communicating with. That could be in the form of actual dating apps and sites, or it could be just Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, you know, all those kind of like Kik, all those kind of sites. For those of you that are already committed and partnered, I see a third party. And I'm going to say this clearly because you always ask me to deliver it truthfully. I see you being the one who's thinking about cheating. Now, I say this, and I could be wrong. This is not going to be the same for all of you. It is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, watch your rising sign or your moon sign and leave a comment below. But the reason why I say that I think it's you is because it's coupled with the card of Judgment as well as Justice in the reverse as your core central energy. This is about karma, okay, Leo? So if you are considering straying outside of your commitment or your marriage or your partnership or whatever it may be, this is a word of warning that every action has a reaction, a consequence, okay? And I'm never one that will place judgment on anyone for doing what you believe is right in your own heart. My motto is always that I try to hurt the least amount of people as possible, okay? But there is definitely a third party in your relationship or in your connection, and I feel like it's you that is tempted to stray or cheat. And I see it being with a fellow male air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, this is not the only sign that I have. I also see, did I say Gemini already? Gemini's here again. Libra. Sagittarius, fire sign. And there could be a younger water sign as well. But the main one is this male air sign. And look, it's coupled with the Magician. So, and Justice is in the middle. This is your central theme for the week, okay? It's showing me that this man's showing up and offering you the chance to have a connection. And it's showing me that if you do choose to go that way, that the scales of justice, of balance, all of the harmony that's currently in your life will be turned upside down, okay? So proceed with caution. Third parties don't always mean that you act on them, okay? It could just mean that there's someone that's caught your eye or has caught your eye for a long time. And if you are in that situation and you haven't acted on it, again, no judgment if you have, but if you haven't, but you're considering it and you really feel this pull to this person, take the time to ask yourself why, okay? Go, why am I so attracted to you? Is it that I'm lacking something in my current relationship? Is the attraction purely because I've been with my current partner for a long time and I'm bored? Try and go within and figure out why, rather than being harsh on yourself. Like I said at the beginning of the video, don't try and put yourself down and go, you shouldn't have feelings. I think it's, if this is how you feel and this is resonating and this is something that's happening for you in life, then, and you love your partner, whether you're happy or not, it's important that you understand where you're coming from, okay? It's one thing to be attracted to another person, it's another thing to be acting on it. And if you're going to act on it, then I understand why. You are leaving this period, so we're walking into the next week of August, that'll be the 19th, with the 8 of Cups. Now, for me, the 8 of Cups talks about emotionally moving on. Now, that could mean one of two ways. Again, if you're coupled, it could mean that you're emotionally moving on from this third-party situation that came up in this week. You've emotionally decided, you've taken that time, as I mentioned to you, to go within and you're like, no, I'm cutting this off. Or it could mean that you are emotionally moving on from your current partner because you've decided that it's not right and you are actually considering being with someone else. Or it may not be that you want to be with that particular person, but they've just opened up your eyes to the fact that something's not right in your current relationship. Heavy energy, I know. Ugh, sorry, I'm just the messenger, remember? Now, I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm still shuffling the cards like I normally do, calling upon spirit and asking them to give me the cards. I don't do them in one, I do them individual, but I'm just doing it beforehand on the video so it doesn't take up as much time. So know that these are definitely the cards for you. Now, single Leos, it's slightly a different story. If you are dating and online and you have all of these options, you really have two paths in which you could take, and you're going to emotionally move on from one of them. Okay, I feel like it's someone that you've been dating for a little while. It could be Libra, definitely getting air, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Just know that if you do have a lot of options, right, and you are communicating with a lot of people online, try not to be too serious about it, right? Just try and be lighthearted with it and fun, because you could be your own worst enemy and snap at someone not meaning to because you're just busy with life, and then you lose that connection, okay? And I say that, try not to be too harsh and enjoy it, because you have the Magician here. And the Magician for me is really about manifesting, okay? In the upright, it's the Magician has all of the 4 elements completely balanced, completely in harmony. It is the card of manifestation, and at a new moon, particularly as I'm doing this reading, it's quite powerful. So you're manifesting the situation, whichever way you sit, whether you're single, whether you're coupled, whether you're happily coupled, whether you're not, you're drawing this energy into you. And it could be that it's part of your soul contract and it's a lesson that you needed to learn from previous, or it could very well be that you are creating this brand new love connection because you're not really happy with the other options that you're seeing online. All right, so I'm going to draw for you some additional guidance because that was a little bit heavy. One for singles and one for couples. Singles first. Please show me what is the message there. heal. All right, and let's have a look. For couples, please show me a message for couples. Yeah, okay, so you got two. You got Unfinished Symphony and Breathe. All right, so singles, start with you. So you've got a Major Arcana card. You've got the card of Heal, which is the Star. The Star is all about, believe it or not, manifestation. It's all about healing, but it's about manifesting what you want and desire in your life, okay? And in the book it says, forgive, offer, receive, serenity, hope, and inspiration. A peaceful healing energy surrounds you right now. This is an ideal time to bring healing to your relationships and realize your hopes and dreams. This card could be presenting itself to ask you, isn't it time for forgiveness? Understand that no human being can ever be perfect. By accepting this, you're in a position to forgive yourself and those with whom you're involved. Forgive freely and without reservations, as blame and resentment are heavy weights to bear. By forgiving, you'll feel a weight lifted from your shoulders and become enveloped by deep serenity. You'll also give off serenity to the other person in doing so. Don't just offer forgiveness, however, offer your love and thoughtful insight. Open non-judgmental dialogues with others, sharing what you've learned and how you've grown. By doing so, you'll be encouraging others to practice forgiveness. With hope for the future, relationships can blossom. Please know too that by forgiving yourself and embracing a hopeful spirit, you also invite new relationships into your life. At the same time, be willing to receive the blessings that others have to offer you. Be open to their insights and guidance. Listen objectively to what others have to say and act upon that guidance if it feels right for you. Be receptive to divine inspiration as well. It's around you at this time. Heal yourself, heal your relationships, and be at peace. And the affirmation is, I offer and accept healing in my relationships, and I am at peace. Couldn't be more prevalent, actually, when you think about it. Okay, so where are we? Couples. With this third party involved. There could be a child as well. Just so we're clear, I don't think I said that. Child air sign. Unfinished symphony. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. Okay, so this is what it says. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in your relationships when closure is denied to you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, making amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved, and close the door in the past so you can free yourself. Only then can new love blossom. Wow. So for those of you that are truly making this decision to move away, either you're going to be with a third party or your partner has, but I'm really seeing this more as you are the one that's being tempted. It really talks about actually letting go, having that closure. And if you can't do it face to face, that it's important to write it down. Then we also have Breathe, okay, 29. And it says, patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. All right, you ready? Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. There you go, Leo. So, bit of a tense reading for you, but as I said, I'm just the messenger. I hope it gives you guidance for this week ahead. If it resonated, please write in the comments below, subscribe, forward it to your friends if you think it will make sense for them. I do wish you love and light and hope that you get out of this energy, and I'll be back with you next week to do your love weekly reading then. Thanks. Take care.